Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. So today we'll discuss the another part of our organic chemistry, that is chemical reaction of alkenes. In the last class we have discussed about the different chemical properties of alkene, that is, and here the electrophilic addition reaction. About electrophilic addition reaction we have discussed its mechanism. So how the electrophiles and nucleophiles they are ionized, how they are interacting with the alkenes by forming the carbonium ion, and after finally they are forming the addition product. So based upon that mechanism, today we will discuss the next part of our, that is the chapter, that is chemical reaction of alkenes. All these reaction they are based on the electrophilic addition reaction. So first reaction here we'll discuss about the addition of hydrogen, or this reaction is also called as catalytic hydrogenation reaction. So what happens in this reaction, say in this reaction alkenes on addition with hydrogen in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium catalyst under pressure to form saturated hydrocarbons. So students, see here in this reaction, in the first reaction ethylene, when it interacts with hydrogen or it undergoes hydrogenation reaction in presence of nickel catalyst, here the hydrogen is being attached to the carbon-carbon double bond, across the carbon-carbon double bond. So finally it is forming ethane, CH3CH3. Then in the next reaction here another compound is there of alkene group, propylene. Here when it interacts with hydrogen in presence of nickel catalyst, so here it is forming propane. So here what happens, here also the hydrogen it is being attached with the across the carbon carbon double bond. So finally it is forming the alkane, that is called propane. So here you come to the next slide. Here, so here what is happening, this hydrogenation reaction usually result in addition of two hydrogens to the same side of carbon carbon double bond to form a cis addition product. So earlier we have discussed that when the substituent will be on the same side of carbon carbon double bond, it is a cis product, but when it will be on the opposite side of carbon carbon double bond, it is a trans product. So here in this cis addition product, it is because the hydrogen and alkene molecule lie side by side in the catalyst surface at the time of reaction. So here the hydrogen is absorbed on the metal surface along with alkene molecules. When a hydrogen molecule and an alkene molecule lie next to each other, their closeness and the weakening of their bonding permit a rearrangement of electrons to form new bonds. And finally we are getting one that is the compound, that is your propane. So this is about the first reaction, that is addition of hydrogen or catalytic hydrogenation reaction. Then next we will come to the next slide, that is addition of halogens. How halogens they are interacting with alkenes. So see here, halogens like chlorine, bromine interact with alkenes in presence of an inert solvent like carbon tetrachloride to form dihalogen derivatives. In this reaction, the red color of bromine is getting discharged as the colorless dibromo compound, and this test is basically, it is very much useful for the test of unsaturation. So what happens in this reaction, you just see here ethylene CH2 double bond CH2, when it interacts with halogen, that is Br2, in presence of inert solvent like carbon tetrachloride, here also the bromine it will be attached to the carbon atom where it is being attached across the carbon-carbon double bond. So finally it is forming 1,2-dibromoethane. So here also the mechanism of this reaction, it is related earlier to the mechanism of electrophilic addition reaction. So what happens here, in the first step, the bromine molecule, it interacts with the pi electron cloud. So the bromine molecule, it is being ionized. So after ionization, it is forming two parts, or it is getting divided into two parts. One part is the positively charged bromonium ion, it is an electrophile, and the second part is a negatively charged bromide ion, which is a nucleophile. The next come to the step 2. Here the electrophile bromonium ion, which is positively charged, it attacks the carbon-carbon double bond to form a covalent bond with one carbon atom, and the other carbon atom, it becomes positively charged, forming a carbonium ion. So see here, in ethylene, when it interacts with the bromonium ion, it attacks the carbon-carbon double bond. So it will be attached to the first carbon atom, and the second carbon atom becomes positively charged. So finally it is forming carbonium ion. Then come to the next step, that is step 3, where the nucleophile, it is what is the nucleophile here? Bromide ion, which is negatively charged. It attacks the positively charged carbon atom of the carbonium ion to form the addition product. So here the carbonium ion, here the second carbon is positively charged. So when the bromide ion, which is a nucleophile, it attacks the second carbon atom or the positively charged carbon atom of the carbonium ion, it is forming the addition product. What is the addition product here? 1,2-dibromoethane. So this is about the second reaction, that is addition of halogens. Then third reaction is addition of halogen acids. It is also based on the same mechanism of electrophilic addition reaction. Here alkenes, it interacts with the halogen acids. What are the halogen acids here? Hydrochloric acid, hydrogen bromide, hydrogen iodide, all these are your halogen acids to form alkyl halides. So how the reaction is being occurred? CH2 double bond CH2, ethylene, when it interacts with hydrogen bromide. So here the hydrogen bromide, again it breaks into two parts. So and it will be interact with the across the carbon-carbon double bond. So finally it is forming ethyl bromide. So what is the mechanism of this reaction? Again come to you come to step 1. Here HBr, this is hydrogen bromide, it ionizes to give, again it will be divided into two parts. One positively charged part, that is a proton, which is an electrophile, and the second one is a negatively charged bromide ion, which is a nucleophile. So here also the hydrogen bromide, it will be divided into one electrophile part, another nucleophile part. Then step 2, here again the proton, it attacks the carbon-carbon double bond to form a covalent bond with one carbon atom, and the other carbon atom becomes positively charged, forming ethyl carbonium ion. See here in this reaction, ethylene, here it interacts with the electrophile. What is the electrophile here? Proton or H plus ion. So H plus ion, it attacks the carbon-carbon double bond to form a covalent bond with one carbon atom, and the other carbon atom, again it becomes positively charged to form a carbonium ion named as ethyl carbonium ion, which is related to your step 3. So in step 3 what happens? The nucleophile, here the nucleophile is negatively charged bromide ion, it attacks the positively charged carbon atom of the ethyl carbonium ion to form the addition product. So finally we are getting the ethyl intermediate, that is ethyl carbonium ion. Here the one carbon atom is positively charged, which is being attacked by your bromide ion, Br minus, which is a nucleophile. So when the nucleophile attacks the positively charged carbon atom, we are getting our final product, that is the addition product or the name of this one is ethyl bromide. So this is the final product of this reaction. So here, after all this reaction, here we are getting one idea that when an alkene is symmetrical about the carbon-carbon double bond, both the products are obtained. Here two types of products are obtained which are identical to each other. That means what? See here, in the first reaction, ethylene CH2 double bond CH2, it is, we can say it is a symmetrical alkene, or across the carbon-carbon double bond the arrangement is in symmetrical nature. So CH2 double bond CH2, when it is interacting with hydrogen bromide, so in the first reaction you see the hydrogen is, or it attacks the first carbon atom, and bromide ion it attacks the second carbon atom. So finally we are getting CH3 CH2 Br. Okay, and in the second reaction, here CH2 double bond CH2, when it is interacting with HBr, here the hydrogen it attacks the second carbon atom, and the bromide ion it attacks the first carbon atom. Here also we are getting CH3 CH2 Br. So finally we are getting the two products which are identical to each other, in which case when the alkene is symmetrical in nature about the carbon-carbon double bond. But when the alkene is unsymmetrical about the carbon-carbon double bond, here different kinds of reaction will be occurred. So here, if the alkene is unsymmetrical about the carbon-carbon double bond, for example propene, here propene is an unsymmetrical alkane. Okay, so when it interacts with hydrogen bromide, here two types of products are formed again. What are those? First one is, see here two arrow marks are there. First one is A, here hydrogen is attached to the CH double bond CH2. So here we are getting the product CH3CH BrCH3 isopropyl bromide. But in the second reaction B, when bromine will be, or bromide ion will be attacks the middle carbon atom, so here we are getting CH3CH2CH2Br N propyl bromide. Here two types of products we are getting, but here it has been proved that experimentally that isopropyl bromide in this reaction is the major product as compared to the N-propyl bromide. So here students, this is all about some of the reactions of the that is electrophilic addition reaction. In the next class onwards, we will discuss some reaction again which are related to this electrophilic addition reaction. So this part will be continued again. Thank you.